Yes, I'm back, Zupi. Um, I had a plan, but then it got delayed. So I got another 20, 30 minutes to spare. So I decided I should just put some more work in instead of going back and just, you know, binge watching stupid stuff. I should just be more productive. Instead of wasting my time, I should just do more workouts. My teeth hurt, so I'm not gonna be able to focus a lot. Should probably get that tooth removed. Really? That sucks, man. Uh, Ear pain, tooth pain, these are like the worst. Uh, what's your bench? Uh, Autism wizard. I was telling the other guy I don't bench anymore because this little gym doesn't have a bench press. But before this, when I was practicing for powerlifting, my maximum bench was 119 kilos, around 119. Let's just say 120 kilos. I don't know how much that's going to be in the pounds. And I have stopped doing powerlifting, which means like squat, bench, deadlift, for past 3 years now. But yeah, my max bench was 120 kilos, squat was around 152, and deadlift was 240 kilos. What is yours? How much do you do? That's what you get for eating a lot of candy. I have a sweet tooth as well. Who's your bench? Yeah, I should bench someone, right? If you know what I mean. Benching is like reverse push-ups. Nice. Mine's 250 pounds. I don't know about kilos. Net King Gaming High. I bench tacos and socks. Zerpi is the man here. Uh, so how Zerpi does is he got socks in one hand, tacos in the other. That's how he keep benching, and he's pretty good at it. Zerpi said that his bench was around 500 pounds. By the way, do you say what you bench is in pounds? 250. 250 would roughly be around. Uh, I think it would be around the same like mine. I think that's what 250 pounds is. Maybe. Could you just do a simple Google? I mean, if I do it right now, the stream would end and I would have done it. But 250 pounds to kilos, just see how much that is. And what's your squat and deadlift? Autism wizard. My bad. This is a community gym, so we don't have a lot of machines or anything, so I just gotta improvise with the workouts. But it's enough for me to maintain that strength. I'm not focusing more on like increasing the strength because the max we got like 50 pounds dumbbell. So it's just more like maintaining that because I'm more focused on Muay Thai right now. That's very technical. So I'm more focused on the speed, agility, and like shin strength, shin conditioning kind of stuff rather than like the strength stuff. The strength does play a lot of role. 300 to 500, I'm not sure. Anyways, Zerpi, did you actually did you bench press a motorcycle? That's why you kept saying that. Like you had a bike that you bench pressed. Because that would be awesome. Like I would love to see if you had a video of that. Like you bench pressing a bike. How do you know else that it was like a bike worth of weight? Did you post that video somewhere? I would love to see that video. In fact, apples are originally hard, bitter, and dry. Huh? Apples? I thought they're juicy, firm, and sweet. But do you know, fun fact, that a pound of lemons has more sugar than a pound of strawberries? Right? Sounds weird, right? It's the truth. 1 pound of lemons or limes got more sugar in it, even though it's citric, where it got fructose, than a pound of strawberries. Google it up. It's such a weird thing. I'm not feeling it today. I need to push hard to feel it. She crashed, almost broke her leg, and sold it. I still have the bike, so I can bench that and record. I heard short people better for calisthenics. I'm not sure about short people better for calisthenics, but short people, um, when they lift weight, they do have like it's gonna show real quick. So most of the bodybuilders are like 5'8". There's some exceptions like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he's 6'1", but the taller you are, the longer your muscle belly is gonna be, right? Makes sense. It's more elongated, and then you would have a hard time putting on muscles. So me, I'm 6'2", and let's say a guy who's 5'6", if we both got like same amount of muscles, he's gonna look beefy than I am, even though we carry the same amount of muscles. Because I'm tall, so it would look less muscle mass on my body rather than his body. And I think it's the, I don't know about the leverage for short people on calisthenics. Maybe, could be true. I hate saying his full name for obvious reason. Whose full name? Say it. Don't be shy. Imagine the tallest man in the word box. Yeah. Um, unless like you're a genetic freak, so some people have like genetically, uh, like some people are genetic abnormality, like they are like 8 feet or something. So if you see like a basketball guy, right? Um, they do because they're so tall, but they carry an enormous amount of muscles. Imagine putting that same amount of muscles on like a short guy. He would literally be competing in bodybuilding then. I somehow started liking this exercise a lot. It works on my core and my sides as well. I tried this a couple of times and I already like it. These static holds exercise for core are next level thing. And I think calisthenics guy have the best cores. Like if you're doing calisthenics and you're good at it, then your core is the strongest part in your body because all the balances, all the planching, tucking, hanging, it all requires core stability. So core stability is it's like really high for calisthenics people. Also, my neighbor is, can't read that. Tallest man is Africa, really? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I hate saying the end of it. No, it doesn't pronounce that. It pronounces Arnold Schwarzenegger. Morocco is considered Africa, even though it's next to beach, has more white people and stuff, but still considered in Africa. So I don't know if the stereotype works on me. For me, my biceps, abs, and back, those are my strongest muscles. Also calf, but they're fours. Oh, your biceps, abs, and back. I think I have a pretty solid back. Shoulders are pretty good. Uh, my legs, I mean, not anymore, but when I was competing, my back, obviously, because my deadlift was pretty good. And then my legs, my thigh size was, I know because I used to measure it. My thigh size was 27 and a half inches, like the circumference wise. And I used to buy like these baggy jeans because of like I couldn't wear like slim fit jeans because my thighs were heavy. Now I've reduced a lot. I'll show you some of my old photos. My biceps. How tall are you, Zerbi? And what do you usually do on weekends? Like, do you chill, or like you do the stereotypical, like go to beaches? I got my biceps from my dad, by the way. Oh, jeans are scary. Imagine how Eddie's kids are going to be. Eddie Hall, yeah. I'm sure as hell, but that's also because in young, I'm under 18 and 170 centimeter, which is about 5'7". Huh. Okay, that's not too bad. 5'7", yeah. And you're 18. Oh, yeah. Eddie Hall and Thor Johnson. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. That guy is a beast. I think he's from Netherlands, right? Um, the Nordic dude. Genetics do play a role for sure. Like your height, your intelligence, um, and a lot of your body structure depends on your genes. But you can play your cards to your advantage, right? Everybody is dealt some cards that are like in their favor and some cards that are not in their favor. All you gotta do is play your hands right. Oh shit. Those kids never losing. My dad is stronger than yours argument. Those gonna be like, my dad can lift your dad's car. Honestly, I think it's 30% genes, 50% work, and 20% diet. I do agree, but yeah, genes do play a role. Exactly. If you eat cake and donuts, there's no change that's gonna happen for sure. So a consistent, disciplined, and smart working person would always gonna beat like a talented person, somebody who got something already. If he doesn't, he has to work on keeping that up, and the other person has to obviously work harder than that, but it's achievable. But again, use, like I said, use your genes and whatever cards you have been dealt with to your advantage. So some people are like tall and skinny, and they're very good with endurance work. So they do marathons, right? So marathon runner's body would be way different than like a power lifter's body. But it's to their own advantage. They have chosen that sport, or like they have trained their body for that particular thing. So it's not like the one is better than the other. It's just they played with whatever cards they have dealt with. Evelyn, you came back. Yes, I missed you. If you're a skeleton, then it's gonna be hard to get muscle and work. It's obvious. I have nyctophobia. Any idea how to get rid of it? What is nyctophobia? Explain me. What is nyctophobia? I don't know what that is. And pretty much, I know you're not gonna like my advice, but pretty much all the phobias are just in your mind. You go to birthday party. Fear of yes, my birthday party thing got delayed. One of the guys that was supposed to go with me, he has some other plans, so I got another half an hour to kill. So I decided to just come back and do some more work. Fear of darkness, that's nothing, bro. Trust me, it's all in your head. How to get rid of it? Go in the dark place. What's the worst gonna happen? You're gonna panic? Then panic. Do it a couple of times, you're not gonna die. Trust me, you're not gonna die. I have a funny story though. Give me 1 second. And Evelyn, you don't like me, I come back, right? Um, Funny story, when I was a kid, I was afraid of this darkness. You should go on your own. Yes, but this another friend of mine, he doesn't have a car, so uh, he needs he needs a ride. So I'm a good person. I'll give him a ride. American Bully Evelyn, imagine working for weeks to get money and you just eat a cake and lose all that money. Exactly what happens to us about muscles instead of money. Therapy is right. You put all that hard work and then you cheat just one little meal you cheat, and then you feel like it's just falling apart. Best way, it's all in your head. If you think, I honestly don't go for like the looks. If you have the power, you have this confidence, you can beat it. Oh yeah, I was a kid. I was afraid of the dark, and then this one time I told my dad that I'm afraid of the dark, and that's exactly what my dad did. He threw me in a room, completely pitch dark. I cried, I yelled, I was out of breath. I came out stronger. Never fear of it again. I didn't die. You make it complicated. It's not simple as that. Get a cab. I went for a walk and feed some dogs and came back. No, not for me, get a cab. I have a car. The guy, the friend that I need to go with, he doesn't have a car. So he needs to come along with me. So I'm waiting for him. He got something urgent coming up. I mean, something urgent came up, so that's why we waited. You go, get dressed, shower. Oh, thank you, Evelyn. You're so caring. I feel that you got that warmth in you, right? Just that caring warmth. Dang, the same way I got rid of my fear of donkeys, they just made me ride a donkey and held me over there, and now I'm not scared of anymore. Is that a real thing, like scared of donkeys? Really? Scared of donkeys? I don't know if that's even a real thing. I don't know, man. In this world, you guys made up a lot of bullshit. क्या हाल चाल बढ़िया भाई आप बताइए कैसे हैं क्या चल रहा है एंड आई थिंक आज रात में कनेक्ट करते हैं अगर इस वीकेंड आप फ्री हैं तो साथ में वर्कआउट करने का आई फिगर आउट अ वे कि हम कैसे कर सकते हैं तो लेट्स सी अगर आपका मन है साथ में वर्कआउट करते हैं लाइव स्ट्रीम पर And Evelyn, where did you feed these dogs? Like, is that your dog that you fed? I had a lot of dogs as pets. I had a monkey. not as a pet, but like he was kind of like pet. Like I didn't chained him or put him in a cage or anything. But like back in India, this monkey, he was scared. It was a she actually. Um, she was scared, and then she was a kid, baby monkey. Eventually, we grew that bond, and she would come every day, same time in the morning, looking for me, get food, sit on my shoulder, and then just play around. I had this pet squirrel, cows. I had pet cows. I mean, not pet, but like, again, they would come for food. These animals, they're just so sweet. Uh, there's something called Gaushala. You must know this, right? Uh, at one of the temples nearby, I used to go there. They had so many cows, like these little cows, small ones. They're like fully grown up, but they can't grow more than these. Fun. Oh, so many messages. I saw a video about people get kicked and bitten by them. People have died sitting in their room. Something fell on them. So are you gonna be scared of every single little thing? If you're just gonna be scared of things, how are you gonna live? How are you gonna actually live, right? You saw videos about people get kicked. Have you not seen people doing amazing things? Have you seen people doing brave things like getting into a building, save the kid, save some people? You should be inspired from them instead of just like random ass videos where people are just, nowadays people are just so weak. Yes, they are weak. If you die, you die. Are you missing your mom? I have a dog, by the way. Uh, Illinois. Oh, okay. I have my neighbor's puppy who always look out for me, and a cat. She always wants something from me. Okay. I also had a Rottweiler. Oh yeah, I'm down. I'll be doing calisthenics this weekend in my backyard. Will that be fine? Whatever you want to do. Um, Zerpi here, by the way, is a calisthenics guy, and he also started doing Muay Thai, and you're going hard, man. Like the live. Thank you so much. This is the second live of the day, by the way. Uh, and I was just randomly going, talking about like the animals. So yes, I will text you on Instagram sometime, maybe tomorrow, like on Sunday, right? I just have to see. Come to Morocco, high schools. They will steal your clothes and underwear too. Have you ever been to India? You have no clue, bro. How street smart you gotta be in order to survive. Like I know every country has their own things. Your childhood must have been like that, but so does Indian childhood. Like they'll eat you alive. So you gotta be pretty smart. You gotta show them your teeth. That's a phrase like you gotta show them the bravery. So yeah, I think this whole fear of this, fear of that is just all made up bullshit. There's no fear of darkness. It's just in your head. And you should. Zerpi here is the man. How long have you been doing calisthenics, Zerpi? And Evelyn, by the way, guys, she's a swimmer and a pet lover. You have a cat. No wonder you have a cat. Interesting. These boys are strong. You're strong. When was the last time you went to India? About 6 years with my uncle, but I wasn't actually doing calisthenics, just working out. Oh, okay, 4 times a week. 6 years now. And he's around 18, right? So, wow, you started working out when you were 12. That's awesome, man. That is good. Then don't think too much about all these fears. Push ups, pull ups, dips, leg raises, whatever. Yes, that's the way to go. Um, this is what I was doing. When was the last time I went to India? Last year. Yeah, I went to India last year. It was fun. Thinking of going back again. Not sure if I could, but yeah. That's awesome, Zerpi. Yes, Zerpi is the man. Zerpi is under 18 and he does all these things. And by the way, just a fun fact, Zerpi eats socks and wear tacos. And no, you heard that right. I did not say it the other way. I'm right. We both love to wear tacos. He's the taco guy. Right, Zerpi? I'm thinking about going to Japan when I get older. You're from UP, right? No. I mean, yes, I'm from so many different places. I'll tell you on Instagram. I'm from Delhi, I'm from UP, I'm from Haryana. Going to Japan. So funny thing, I don't know if you have watched a lot of uh, what was the name of that cartoon, that anime? Oh, Kochikame. It's a old old cartoon, and like lots of these. अच्छा ठीक है हाँ this Kochikame thing, like it sets in the Japan, but like not in the modern Japan. It's set in like the old uh, village village type Japan, and I am very much fascinated with like the old Japanese traditions. The modern Japan is very much like New York. I've been to New York. It's just so crowded. The city life is all just lol. You told me, yeah. Uh, it's very city life, the New Japan, like the Tokyo, main Tokyo land, and you're just like running constantly, just every single day. But like the old Japan, I like the old Japan vibe where you can just have these beautiful water things. I don't know what it's called. Like there's water dripping, and then you have this bamboo that's collecting water, and then it goes down like this sort of thing, and just plantation all over the place. They have these tatami uh, laid out on the ground where they sit. They have this traditional way of making. One of my friends, oh yes, back in the college, one of my friends, she was from Japan, and she came here with her husband, and she was like old school. So she taught me, like not taught me, but like showed me, like bunch of our friends how to make like the traditional Japanese tea. It's like a ritual. They have these really expensive bowls, tea, matcha tea, where it's like a ceremony and it takes about like half an hour to make that tea. They're very delicate things. They do everything very traditionally. Like they're gonna wear their kimono, they're gonna sit down, they're gonna put it right there, they're gonna make it. Like very, very fascinated with that. So yes, I would love to 100% better than New York. I saw bits about New York and I'm disgusted. I have lived there, unfortunately or fortunately. But yes, that place is, it's very crowded. I do not like city life at all. I like quiet place where you can, you know, relax. It's not just about running every day. It's about being quiet and enjoy. So the old style, old style Japan, I would love to see. Next year, I'm planning on going to Europe. Uh, yeah, planning on going to Europe. I think I'm gonna cover 7 or 8 different countries. Do you guys have any suggestions? Uh, do you guys have any suggestions for where should I go? Oh, he's calling me now. Morocco is more dangerous and dirty, but of course that's Morocco. New York is in Morocco. It is like one of the most dangerous Arabic countries. Every place is. I have been to so many different places. Okay, and my experience is you gotta have good folks, bad folks everywhere. So, like for example, India is notoriously famous for like the way they depicted in the movies is in India, it's all poor, it's so dirty and all this. That's not true. Like parts of this is just like with every country. There's just certain parts of that country that has all these um, like dirtiness. And yes, of course, every country has different problems, but it's not the India that you know is not what they show in the movies. It's way different. It's very modern now. Part of the India that you go is why you can compare India with any other country. The reason being in India, every place, every single place is just so different. You got mountains in there, you got rivers in there, you got deserts in there, you got greenlands in there, you got valleys in there, you got snow, you got like the hottest summer ever. You got so cold in there, like minus 65 Celsius. It reaches up to that. So India is just so vivid, and they just show you just one chunk of India. And like you're saying, it's not safe. Yes, there are certain parts of India that if you go, like even if I would go, I'm not safe either, uh, being an Indian. But like again, it's with every country. And then I have met so many different people, and all these people are just majority of people that I have met, they are like absolute delight, right? Um, I swear today a fight happened in my neighbor where somebody fought with a literal sword that is used to kill sheep and cows. Oh, uh, you don't know India. Okay, this could happen in India as well. Like people have been shot over small feuds. People have been killed over small things. Verbal fight, verbal abuse, road rages, it's a thing. But again, it's the people that you met. In my experience, this media, this whole news, they just scare you about different countries. And that's the whole plan. Like they always show you the negative side of your neighbor, right? They say, what country doesn't have problem? Do you think US doesn't have that sort of problem? Like US is all safe? No, not at all. Come to US, you would see tons of area where you're going to get mugged, you're going to get raped, you're going to get shot. It's with every single country. There are some countries less violent than the others, but then they have their own challenges. But there's some sort of problem every single place. And another thing is you meet people. Some people are just nice, right? Like nice in the sense they don't really care about, like they're not violent, right? But then there are other folks who are just violent. So it's not about, and these people, they just like bring down the name of their own country or that certain place. So let's say you visited a place, you visited Japan, and then you just had a good time with, so you met so many good folks, like you and I are talking over this live show, right? And you're just such a nice person, right? You gave me tips about calisthenics, you helped me, you encouraged me, so many things, right? So you're a nice person. Let's imagine somebody from Morocco, he would be a total jerk on this live. He would be just, you know, like just being an asshole on this live. And he would say, you know what, I'm from Morocco. What would I think? Like Moroccan people are this. So you're not representing like your country. It's the people. They're good people, they're good, bad people everywhere. So it's every country is different. I would love to visit Morocco sometime, but it's not just on my list. Yeah, I think next year I will be visiting Europe, and I still have to explore. I have explored a lot of India, Trust me, I have explored a lot. That is one of the perks of. Am I talking a lot now? I think I'm talking a lot. It's one of the perks of coming from an army background that you gotta travel. So I've traveled a lot of India, and there are tourist traps. The India, like majority of foreign guys, even Indian folks, they just know like certain destinations, like the Taj Mahal, is famous. You go to Rajasthan, there are certain places that every state just like this famous places, but there are so many hidden gems. You never actually left Morocco. That's okay. That's okay. Enjoy the Morocco as long as you can. It must have some good things, right? I'm pretty sure Morocco, and you grew up there, so you should be proud about your country. I'm so much proud. Like I live in US. That's right. I don't hate this country, but I am so proud of being an Indian. I have so much pride for being an Indian coming from India. I can't hear bad things about my country. Yes, my country got problems, but we are working on it, and I'm so proud of it. Okay, he's messaging me. I should leave now. But I went all around it. Yes, and there, like I was saying, there are so many places in India that are just like so awesome. They're like hidden gems. Majority of people, like to give you a context, like the eastern part of India, I haven't fully explored it, but the eastern part of India, especially like they're like um, what do you call them? The sister states. They're like Mizoram, Manipur, Sikkim, Nagaland, Tripura. All these states, the seven sister states. These states are enormous beauty. Like in terms of natural beauty, you can't fathom. And I have been to the Kashmir part of India, which is uh, like not the Jammu, but like the Kashmir, which is part of India. I walked from city to city, fought people from everywhere around the country that I might be almost like leaving the country. Snow, desert, mountains, caves, just a lot of exploration around it. That's awesome, man. And you must be proud about Morocco, right? Morocco has so much to give. And so does India. You have no clue. Like people talk about, like Evelyn here. She said she's from New Zealand, right? She lives in New Zealand. But in New Zealand and Switzerland, they call them the beautiful place, the most beautiful places on earth. Those people have never visited Kashmir. Kashmir, there's a saying in like my own language, like if there is a heaven anywhere on the earth, it's in Kashmir. It is so beautiful. It is like you have to not see it in the videos. You really have to like see it. You really have to see Kashmir in person to feel its beauty. It is just amazing. And it wasn't accessible to public up until a couple of years ago, but now it's accessible to the whole public. I think I should leave now. I can be talking about this. Of course, why wouldn't I be proud of my own country? So many people I have met, they're not proud of their country. That's why. Um, I'm sorry, it's so much fun talking. This is like the second time I'm coming back live, last exercise, and then I'm leaving. This guy's texting me. He will be at my place in 5 minutes, and I need to get showered, get dressed. So I'm gonna go, but I'll be coming back in like half an hour or something. Good night. Enjoy now. Bye. See you later. Just try not to attack my socks, man. I will try not to. Folks, we know how to, right? Smell nice. I always smell nice.